Neutralized is a vague term. I'm gonna try to talk him down. You don't look well. It's a common side effect of sloppy prenatal genetic engineering. That and having your body lay explosive nitrates in your bones instead of calcium.
I don't want your pity.
It shows just how little the Gengineers who made you cared about your health. They made you to walk and to carry a bomb in your bones. There's a product marker on its back. S&S Synthetics.
They're not showing up on a net search. Maybe Vanderwall has more info on his terminal?
Good idea. We can see if we can get their help in extracting more from this machine. Mr. Stepford, my name is Dr. Charles Regis. I'm a cell agent.
Oh my, yes. How may I help, Dr. Regis?
I'm investigating the death of one of your clients, Giel Vanderwall.
Oh my, yes. Oh my, yes. Oh my, yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh my, 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 yes. Oh yes. Oh my, yes. That sounds terrible.
So Vanderwall had a hallucinatory freakout.
Sounds like it was whatever he was putting in the wine. We'd better find out what it was.
Oh, I know! I know everything about drinks! Mr. Giel was buying up cheap wine and using wetware to artificially age it!
Wetware?
Yeah, he kept it in the refrigerator. There, the wetware on the middle shelf. It rapidly ages the wine to how it's wanted.
Not anymore, it doesn't. It's been reprogrammed. That memory module's broadcasting a signal. The wetware in the refrigerator's interpreting it as an order to reformat itself.
So it stopped being a wine aid and ended up a powerful hallucinogen?
Looks that way.
You want me to carry it? You look uncomfortable.
Yeah, something about it hurts. Oh, you found him.
Apparently this is what Central wanted me to see. Why would it do this? I stopped him.
Charlie.
I promised him I could help, and then it did this to him.
General alarm.
General alarm. Central functions compromised.
Localized E-war attacks detected within heuristic barrier systems. Systems entering siege mode. All personnel equipped for abstract dynamic countermeasures. Please report to action stations. Repeat.
Abstract dynamics to action stations.
Sounds like I'm needed. Remember, no matter what Central says, you've done a great job today.
Hello again, dear viewers, and welcome back to Saving Often. Back again with my pal David.
Hi, we're here in the autopsy room.
We're in the autopsy room overlooking the body of Thomas Beckett, the bio bomb, the bio bones bomber. You get the bones with the bombs that
raised from birth in the deep South, Texas homeland, heartland, to explode on a train eventually. But you know, we talked him down from that.
The most inefficient bomb ever. We talked him down from that. We did good. We did real good, and then he just died anyway.
Central had him neutralized because Central's mean like that, and you know Charlie doesn't like Central.
No, Charlie doesn't like Central at all. They wanted him neutralized, and our idea of neutralization was, hey, let's just neutralize the threat and not the person. But Central saw otherwise. So when we left off last week, we were stunned by the death of your friend and mine, Thomas Beckett.
Let's examine this Texan and find out what we can glean from it.
The reports tell you that he was euthanized shortly after being taken into custody. Despite assurances that his death was a product of Central's caution, you can't help but perceive it as a spiteful show of power. You've never personally performed an autopsy, but you're sure that you'd need more than your bare hands. Oh good, this seems like it's goading us into performing an autopsy.
Very good.
So let's check out these monitors here. We have the X-ray.
The X-ray shows I was right. He had the spinal brace for scoliosis. It's a symptom of the genetic adjustments made to his bones.
I just love the emphatic, it shows that I was right.
Apparently, the high quantities of explosives in his bones was giving him joint problems. Poor kid must have been in a lot of pain.
Imagine. We have a surgical apparatus, too.
They've been using drones like that for auto or telepresence surgery since I was a kid. Looks like it's finished with the autopsy.
Well, let's read the autopsy report, shall we? Preliminary surgical report. Suspect case E87-07-141. Name Thomas Beckett. Suspect terminated in process of security actions at Barbers Gate Transit Station. Red Line, 4th Network. Engaged in behavior deemed threatening to public welfare. Surgeons report it is apparent that the suspect has been subjected to extensive prenatal genetic engineering, though this modification has been seen on a number of occasions. Throughout childhood, the normal deposition of calcium compounds into the skeleton has been reprogrammed to substitute explosive nitrate compounds, leading to secondary bone disease. Subject was taken into custody without harm to public, but has been determined to be a continued danger due to physical composition and risk of relapse into undesirable worldview. Suspect was terminated at 0400 hours via barbiturate overdose. Caution: disposal of remains should be handled with extreme care. Though subject can no longer trigger a detonation, skeletal remains still retain risk of volatility. Handle with care, as with previous such cases.
All right, game. If you can beg me to open this guy up and steal his bones, I'll do it. You don't gotta twist my arm about it.
Listen, I see bones in a body. I know what I have to do.
They've holomapped his bone structure. Years of gene tampering left this kid's bones weakened and warped all around his body.
There doesn't seem to be anything else that I can do in this room for now, so let's see what's up in cell headquarters.
I'm looking forward to using the security drone to, cook us some food with Sheffy.
maybe upload her into the surgical device.
Mayhaps. Also, we were speculating before. Oh yeah. It looks like Lau has kept the maid for personal use.
Knowing Lau, I can't be certain that her interest in that thing is purely academic.
Unfortunately, it looks like you're right.
Better not touch it. Lau's probably got her own plans for it.
Anyhow, you were saying we were speculating.
We were speculating about Thomas Beckett's name earlier, and a quick Google search reveals that he's named after the Saint of Canterbury. So that's a bit of trivia. My mind had been on Samuel Beckett, the playwright, or something like that. No, it's a religious reference.
It makes sense considering how he was all, I'm going to blow the world up for God and all this and that.
The Saint of Canterbury was in fact a martyr, so it tracks.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Yeah, pretty obvious then. Lau's
Trying
desk.
to tidy Lau's desk for her is a battle lost before it's even fought. That's what she says, like it was something from the art of war.
Okay, not much we can do there. What about our desk?
Huh. I guess I should have turned these over to the evidence locker.
Oh, hey!
Nice.
We have Giel's hand.
Why would you store that in your drawer? Adventure game protagonist, man. I mean, where else are you going to put it when you need to finish your paperwork?
Well, we've got our knife, so when we inevitably need some bomb bones, we now have a surgical instrument. Oh, good.
And we can use the cooking paste to fry it a little, just to make them a little aromatic.
Mm-hmm. Loosen up the old muscles. Okay, nothing with Dr. Preston or Santiago. Let's check and see if our little buddy is still over here. Yep, he's still there. Nothing much has changed here. Oh good, another Roomba. And bulletin board. And notices cascade, so that stayed the same. Okay, well, we picked up this memory module that the blackmailer wanted us to grab from Giel Vanderwall's apartment.
Probably doesn't want us to be talking to them at Police HQ, if I would have my guess.
Yeah, so we'll head back to the balcony. Oh, we have fragments in the grass. Some kind of clear, smashed remains lie on the grass.
Well, that's just spiteful.
What the hell is this?
It is what you saw earlier to show you two things. Firstly, it serves to prove what I have in my possession. Second, that you must be very careful what you say when you speak with me.
I have the memory module from Vanderwall's place.
Good. Place it on the bench in your garden.
Okay, module's in the garden.
Excellent. I'm sending you an address. It's a dump of a studio apartment out in the barrel. The occupant is on vacation. I want you to destroy it.
Excuse me?
Procure an explosive device, plant it within his apartment.
Bomb bones!
A bomb!
Where am I supposed to find a bomb?
You work for Cell, Dr. Regis. If anyone had access to such a device, I've no doubt it would be yourselves. Legitimate or otherwise.
Do I have to talk to your manager?
Why do you want this apartment destroyed?
My reasons are not your concern, Dr. Regis. What is your concern, however, is the matter of your embryo's safety.
How would I even get something like that out?
I hear Central isn't quite itself at the moment. Strike now, while the iron is hot.
I guess I don't have a choice.
I knew you'd make the right decision, Dr. Regis. Return to your garden after the task is complete. I shall contact you then.
You know, I made the Stobart comparison as a joke based on his appearance, but the sense of entitlement coming off of this guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And I think we'd also talked about this earlier, but do you think that if you just bought some Petri dishes that you could blackmail Charlie?
Yeah.
If I wouldn't know that those were my embryos sitting there in a container just on site. Oh yeah, those are mine, absolutely.
Being evil George Stobart, it was probably his very own adventure game puzzle. He probably had to buy some caviar and put it in a petri dish and plant it here, so we thought that it was his eggs.
Charlie doesn't eat a lot of caviar, so he wouldn't know the difference.
That's true. He said that Central's pretty whacked out right now. Error E168, home server not found. Central hub systems are experiencing technical difficulties. Please wait and try again later. If your query is urgent, please contact your nearest Cell corpsman.
Great. I couldn't confess even if I wanted to.
I say while carrying around a severed hand. So this apartment, do you suppose that might be the one from the beginning?
That would make sense. We haven't followed up on that plot thread in a while, even though we really fixated it on the beginning.
Yeah, a little strange. I'm wondering when we're going to get back to our trans friend. Dala, I think her name was?
It's been a while. Also, she wasn't as fun to make fun of as Charlie, so...
Not nearly. Okay, well, there's the apartment, and... I mean, it kind of
does resemble it.
Guess we can go check it out, huh?
Yeah. Unless we want the bombs first.
Whoever lives here has a collection of old manga yellowed with age. Apparently they appreciate classical media as much as yourself. Does Charlie read manga?
What's his favorite manga, do you think? Do you think that he's really big on Ranma 1/2? Do you think, like, I don't think he has the determination to finish One Piece.
Probably not. I don't know. He probably reads like Bleach or something.
I'm gonna take a while. I'm gonna say he's big on Pretty Cure. That's my guess.
Oh, good. Lockers like these would make an ideal place to plant the explosives needed to destroy this apartment.
All right. Don't twist my arm.
This apartment's occupant keeps their clothes in the lockers beneath the bed. Blue printed overalls, the kind they issue to the jobless Skanto kids filling this part of the city. So this does look like Dala's apartment, and I'm not sure if it's just a reuse of the assets or if it's another apartment within the same building. I don't see a wetware still in here.
Yeah, it would make sense for there to be lots of identical like apartments, but maybe you could check out the food dispenser, see if it's all freaked out.
Oh, this could be a good place to put the bomb. We're not interested in looking at the vending machine. We just want to plant a bomb. Despite the fact that you're about to destroy their apartment, you feel that it would somehow compound your crimes to steal from the bookshelf as well. Still, this could be a good place to plant the explosive as well.
But Charlie doesn't have those volumes for his collection.
Yeah. You don't need to use it, but it could be a good place to plant the bomb.
How much do you think the story will deviate based on where we place the bomb?
Oh man, I don't even know. Well, they've given us in no uncertain terms plenty of places to put the explosives, but where on earth are we gonna get a bomb? Hey, I know. Bombs are made from our bones. You've never personally performed an autopsy, but you're sure that you'd need more than your bare hands. Well, we have this knife.
You could always bring out the maid to do that part again.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. Ugh. His body has not had a great deal of examination. You suppose they're being careful about the potentially volatile nature of parts of his body. You make a slice along his thigh and pull his femur loose.
Just like that, huh? In my head, I imagined the bones to be green.
No, now that you mention it, me too.
I had no reason to assume that they would be green, but when I think of explosive bombs, I think green. It's probably because of Castlevania, like the Nova skeleton, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, when I think of bomb bones, I think of something like radiating green energy.
A human femur from the engineered suicide bomber's remains. Because of his parental genetic tampering, it's packed with explosive nitrate compounds.
I still wonder about the wisdom of raising a bomb and the amount of time that takes.
It's very noble. They want to be cool about it, I guess.
All right, well, we got an explosive bone. I'm not sure how we're going to trigger this bone, though.
I mean, it's supposedly very volatile.
But where do we put it? Why don't we save our game?
This could change the entire course of the story.
As it is, the bone's not going to detonate by itself. You're going to have to find some way of making it unstable. Okay. Okay, so we're not quite done here.
We could try using the cooking gel.
You cover the bone in thermal gel, nothing seems to happen.
You're going to need to heat it up.
You cover the bone in the hot thermal gel. It begins to sizzle and crack as the compounds within prepare for a chain reaction. Uh-oh.
There she is.
Got it.
It'd be an understatement to say it's been a bad day.
No kidding. I sure wouldn't want to be you.
Yeah, I've got a few problems, but I'm not going to let them threaten what I care about any longer.
You say that, but I think you're yellow.
Hey, I've got a plan.
If you're so decisive, why haven't you unfrozen any of those embryos?
It's been 20 years, Regis.
You know who it is, Dr. Regis. There's only one person it could be, isn't there?
You think it's Baxter?
Well, you certainly do.
Good evening, Dr. Regis.
Where are they, you son of a bitch?
I saw your handiwork and was most impressed.
So you'll give them back?
I'm sending you an address. You'll find your reward there.
Wait. Baxter?
Sure enough, the tracker shows the call's location, the office of the now paroled Dr. Adam Baxter.
How? How is this possible? Traveler, begin recording. Lau, if you're listening to this, well, it means they've caught me. It wouldn't be right if I couldn't explain things to you, though. I've been blackmailed, with the lives of my kids. I traced the calls the blackmailer made. There's only one man who would have done this. And yet, thanks to the neural governor, he's also the only one who never could have. I've got to see that justice is done. Good luck, Max.
Well,
I like that for that dream sequence that they had to make sure that, we made this death animation for Thomas. You're going to see it. Like, we put a lot of effort into that.
I'm just glad they brought back the body that fell off the tower.
Yeah, that was a funny bit.
Well, we have our CI splitter back.
The CI mind-splitting program that Liam Stepford cross-loaded to my Traveler. Its job is to break the mind states of CI units down to personality, role, and platform memory units.
Can we recover Sheffy?
It's empty. Out of charge.
Oh.
Aw.
Better not touch it.
You know, those, like, Android maids, the batteries on them wear out after a couple of years. It's kind of just a whole scam just to get you to buy another one.
Well,
you know what I want to know how Thomas would feel. Like, you know, we talked him out of exploding using his bones for evil, and then we turn around and we take his bones and use them for evil.
Locked.
It's like
They must have finished with
we
the
steal the
bomb.
credit from him.
you know, you've got a really good point.
Better not. I'm already having enough trouble making myself go.
That's pretty dirty.
Hey, Charlie.
That's Dr. Regis, corpseman.
Oh, sorry, Dr. Regis. Sir, I need your help, Doctor. Rescue brought someone in, but I'm not qualified to take the statement.
I'm very busy, corpseman. Can't you find Santiago or Lau?
No, sir. They're still in the AR lab, trying to fight off the heuristic attack. It'll only take a second, sir.
Fine.
Oh, thank you, sir. I've been panicking all evening about it. She's in the waiting room at the end here.
It is absolutely within Charlie's character to get pissy when somebody calls him by his name instead of his rank.
She's just in there, sir.
It's gonna be Dahlia?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, some service. These flexes are broken. I can't input anything.
That's because they're not flex screens. They're sheets of paper.
Paper? What is this, the Dark Ages?
I'm Dr. Regis. I'm a cell agent. I've been sent to give you the standard debrief after being involved in something like this. It's our role to do all we can to keep you safe.
Yeah, great job with that so far.
But why would anybody explode your complex?
Can I take your name and SOC number?
Sesame Latha SN 134244.
That's a nice name. Indian? Sri Lankan?
Dunno. Raised by the city. Why do you care?
My wife was Sri Lankan. She always... Oh, you don't care, do you?
That obvious?
Any aliases? Net, trance, flow, those sorts of things?
Mandala.
Where do you live?
The trance.
And where is your physical address?
Well, it was 13E8682 Zeus Street.
Excuse me?
13E8682 Zeus Street?
That's the building I blew up.
Why are you here at Cell?
They didn't tell you? Someone cut my network and locked my apartment. I just about managed to crack the door when the whole damn place exploded.
Exploded?
Sure, I didn't like the place, but I didn't do it. Hey, is there a net connection here? I haven't been able to hook up for hours.
Excuse me.
So, can I go?
Corpseman, the girl in there's life may be at risk. Do not let her leave without authorization from myself or Dr. Lau.
Can do, Dr. Regis.
Empty apartment, my ass. That girl was locked in there. That asshole knew what would happen when He wanted her killed. I know what he has against me, but why her as well?
Why is this taking so long? Can I get back in the trance yet?
Time for a bottle puzzle.
Okay, well, we are back now as Latha.
My wetware's dried up. All I've got left is the crusty layer stuck to my hands. This will open an individual's mind to the trance and load their mind-machine interface's hub. He looks
Can we get
sick.
some, liquid?
I hope I don't catch anything off him. Hello? Guess he doesn't feel like talking. It's the same kind of thing they'd issue in the Skanto apartments.
I appreciate them getting the blue cup in somewhere.
I was going to say, I really hope the inventory item icon is the blue cup from HES.
It's an empty blue cup, just like you'd get from any lousy food machine.
Okay.
I knew they weren't flex screens. Really.
Kids these days.
The table's just like the rest of Cell. Gray, functional, probably stronger than it ought to be.
Hey!
What?
Would you mind not doing that?
Doing what? I wasn't doing anything.
I can see you, The camera's there for your own safety.
Fine. I'd better find a way to fix that. Hey, let me out! I didn't do anything! I can't reach it properly from down here. This must be where people in here get water when they want it. What, drink straight from it? Everything I can scrape off my hands is in the cup. It's a filled-up plastic cup. What's left of my wetware is floating in it.
Soak it in the paper to get rid of the excess water?
I may not be 100% clear on paper, but I don't think that's how it works.
Okay, fine.
Huh? Fixed to the floor. A stainless steel trash can. They probably go through everything guests throw out. The lighting fixture's broken. Maybe someone went nuts in here and took it out on the light.
Yeah, at 10 feet up from the ground, that seems sensible.
They must have huge vents in this building. I can't reach it from here. I can't reach...
Well.
The vent is conspicuously large.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can... I can't reach it from here.
Oh, there's a table base.
I can't get the screws out with my bare hands. My nails aren't strong enough for that.
I don't suppose we can trance. Oh, we can.
But there's nothing to connect to.
Mm-mm. Well, let's check our mail. I think we already read all of this, did we not? Oh,
Still
there's our old friend Malware.
Mm-hmm. Always with us.
Oh yeah, remember this. What goes into wetware? Water, nutrition, and heat.
Do you think this character's sections are always going to be bottle puzzles?
I kind of hope so. Kabaddi and Newton, looks like Kabaddi's leading by from 55 to 37. The match is in progress, so we will update you throughout this broadcast. Weather looks nice. You know, I'm glad that all of this exists for, like, you know, just random lore purposes, but I'm not going to read it.
But what if there's a clue?
Yeah, I know. So, water, the organism, and heat.
It's different from mine, a whole lot older. There's a message on the panel. Insert coin, whatever that means. It won't bring up the menu. The insert coin message on the screen is in the way.
Hey kid, you got a coin? Oh, he does have a sheet.
It isn't really that cold in here. It's probably just a formality.
You just hoovered that up.
You certainly don't need it.
A rubbery plastic sheet? Why would he have needed... Oh, ew! I can't use it like that. I may not be...
Put it over the camera? If we can get the table over there to reach it.
We need something to undo this base.
I can't get the screws out.
Problem is, we don't have anything that's really usable as a tool.
Old-fashioned hollow hardware for everyone who comes in here not wired. It may only show the news, but it must be connected to the net at large.
Hey.
What?
Would you mind...
Knock it off.
Doing what?
I can see. The camera's there for you.
I'd better find a... Better not. I don't think I can fill that.
Is the grate in the floor for your bathroom facilities? Because I'm wondering if people are locked in here for extended periods, how they deal with that.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that thought. I'd like to hope it's for overflow from the water dispenser.
That would make sense. Did you feel like this when your internet was down the other day?
Yes.
Like a tiger in a cage.
Yeah, like trapped within your own walls. I tried to pull up a YouTube video on my screen by hotspotting my phone, and it didn't work, and I just felt so angry. So water, nutrition, and heat. I'm assuming the nutrition is the wetware remnants. Obviously the water is there. And then if we can just heat this cup somehow... I feel like we have to try to get somebody to make tea for us. I don't know.
Well, the guard does not seem to really want to pay us attention except to scold us for climbing on this furniture.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any...
Thanks to the floor.
I feel like we've exhausted all of our hotspots.
It's the paperwork they wanted me to fill out. Who even uses paper anymore?
There's no obvious use for the paper. Can you put it in the trash? Like maybe we can start like a fire in it?
As much as I'd like to. There must be something worse I can do to it.
What? Maybe
worse
the water?
paper?
Better not. I might need it.
Yeah, worse for the paper or worse for the trash can?
Better.
I can't do that. Can I give...
You want this? Guess he doesn't feel like talking.
Oh, no.
You want this?
I'd hate to give somebody a cup of water with goo from my hands.
I'm not giving it back.
I like your idea about the trash can with the papers, but...
We don't have any way to ignite anything right now. And, like, maybe, like, one of the displays can be a source of heat in some way or, like, create a spark. But, like, the one that's most conspicuous is the one that's flashing, and we can't climb up there yet.
I can't I can't use it like that.
Hey.
What?
Would you mind not doing that?
Doing what? I wasn't doing anything.
I can see you, you know. The camera's there for your own safety.
Fine. I'd better find a...
So why did I get that for using the cup with the table base?
Maybe when we have a tool, we'll still need to cover the camera before we can do anything about that.
Yeah, you're right. The message is item agnostic.
I feel like that, you know, the food dispenser is coin-based, so that's probably going to be our makeshift screwdriver if I had to guess, if we can get a coin. But there's still not really any way for us to, like... Does this food dispenser act like the recycling ones from before? Can we just, like, stuff stuff in there?
Doesn't look like it wants to barter.
Okay, probably not.
Doesn't look like... Doesn't... I can't use...
It bogs me that we can't just, like, pull the chair out.
I know.
I'd better...
I'm not seeing any other hotspots.
Can we try just, like, banging on the door, or, like, trying to get their attention? No, that's not even a hotspot.
Nope.
That was just the cutscene.
I can't reach it properly from down here.
Just, like, stand on the
It's to the
garbage
floor.
can.
A stainless steel trash can. They probably go... As much as I'd like to. I can't... I don't think...
It's time for brute force.
I can't use it. I can't... Hello? Guess he doesn't feel like talking.
Have we tried combining our 3 inventory items in every permutation?
I can't use... I may not be 100%... I can't use... I may not... I can't
Okay,
use...
absolutely useless.
I can't...
Make a tablecloth?
What?
No.
Doing what?
Nope.
Doesn't look like...
Well, you know, Rick, if we had put the bomb in a different part of the apartment complex, maybe we would have the items we needed to get through this puzzle.
Maybe we need to do something with our old friend malware. Oh, nope. That's not an option.
What a terrible idea, Rick.
Can't refresh the inbox.
No internet.
There's no point in meandering around here in trance.
How long until you break and you actually read the news?
Following successful initial trials, the Japanese government has approved an expansion of its controversial human cloning program. Hailed by many within the Diet as a solution to the predicted population crisis, the next tranche is projected to expand the number of new births via cloning and IVF from 1,500 in the initial groups to over 20,000. According to the Malthus Institute, an NGO committed to measuring population growth patterns, the country's declining birth rate since the end of the 20th century have led to fears of an unstable shift toward an older population. Unlike many other nations in the region, those who have countered similar trends by accepting large numbers of refugees from global conflicts, Japan has steadfastly refused to dilute the culture and essence of the Japanese people by taking in large numbers of displaced, as expressed by outgoing Home Minister Mizuno Murai, NDF. The process used involves selection of a suitable zygote after fertilization, which is then split multiple times to produce many embryos. Fertilization. Some have raised concerns that the manner in which these candidates are selected and what traits deemed desirable risk leading to politics of ethnofascism, while others note that the long-term health effects of such wide-scale cloning on a human population are currently unknown. Despite these objections, the government believes this to be the best solution to the looming depopulation crisis, aiming for as much as 40% of the nation's population to be born in this way by 2110. Are you happy?
You feel so much more immersed now in this world? Just think, like, Charlie's babies could be 2 babies soon. If we just give in to every single one of the terrorist demands.
Kabaddi is still leading Newton.
I mean, that sporting match could be over right now. We just don't know because we don't have any internet.
That's true. Well, I feel fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is much more obvious than we expected.
I swear I tried left-clicking on this giant hotspot. Following successful initial trials.
Rick, it's okay.
But what if there's something different on this version? What if they submitted a correction? No.
That's still in progress. Fine.
Hi there. How can I help?
Can I speak to you?
Sure. Just a second.
So,
I am hungry.
Agent,
Just Corpseman, actually. Quince. What's your name?
Sesame, Latha.
Nice to meet you, Miss Sesame. Pardon my asking, but you were raised by the city, weren't you?
You read that on my file?
Nah, I was too.
No way.
Yeah, we're practically family.
I've been in here for hours. The guy in the bed isn't much company. What is there to do?
There's the terminal. You can check the news.
Ugh, I can't stand this much of the real world. It's so slow.
I'm sorry. People don't usually spend so long in here. It's just taking a bit longer than usual.
The real world is so slow, yet I have yet to see anything interesting in trance.
Well, we met the door knight guy.
That's true.
I'm starving. It's been days since the last time I ate.
And was that because you were deep in the trance?
That's not the point. I couldn't get the food machine in here to work.
Oh yeah, they take tokens. Here, have a few. You'll be able to get yourself something.
Is it any good?
What kind of machine do you have at home?
The kind that came in Skanto apartments.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, kind of about that.
Who was that guy who came in?
Oh, Charlie? He's one of the most experienced agents in Cell. A lot of people have trouble getting on with him, but he's just businesslike.
It sounded like he was panicking about something.
I've never thought of him as someone who gets worried. Grumpy a whole lot of the time, sure.
What's wrong with that guy on the bed? He hasn't said a word in hours.
We're not sure. He was picked up on the street yesterday. It looks like he's come down with a psychophage issue.
So you're just ignoring him?
Well, there's not much we can do until we know what it is.
Why let it show symptoms? Why not connect someone?
All of our Infowar teams are busy with the... never mind.
Infowar.
I need to get back in the trance. How can I make a connection?
Sorry, we don't allow trans connections from inside cell.
What? That's inhuman! I have rights, you know!
Not to an internet connection, you don't.
Come on, I could just hook something up through that terminal.
I'm sorry, but it's for security.
Would I be able to get some privacy?
What do you mean?
Well, with that camera, I don't think I can, you know, personal stuff, business.
I'm sorry. I understand how you feel, but I can't cut the camera.
What? That's not fair!
All of the cameras are tied into the centralized network. We can't turn them off, even if we wanted to. It's for your security.
Oh, I see. You're not able to.
Charlie doesn't like it either. He keeps breaking the camera in his office. Central gets real mad at him for that.
Why are you keeping me in this cell? I haven't done anything!
Oh, this isn't a cell. The cells are only 2 cubic meters.
That's not the point! I didn't break the law!
It's for your own safety. Charlie's asked to make sure you stay here until he gets back.
I don't feel very safe. My apartment exploded.
Oh, ouch. Was it a nice place?
Well, no, but that isn't the point.
Accidents like that happen sometimes. At least Cell were able to get you out.
I'm not sure it was an accident. My connection was cut and my doors were locked before it happened.
Who'd want to hurt you, though?
That's just it. I don't know who. I mean, I've pissed people off in net matches sometimes, but this?
You know, Quince needs to work on his empathy.
just a little bit.
Like, oh no, your home blew up? Was it nice? Did you like it?
Did you love your house? Also, I like that her first guess as to why somebody would kill her is like, maybe did I just piss somebody off in my Halo match?
Was I swatted?
So, how'd you know I was raised by the city?
It was a guess, but your name was a clue. You ever notice how they always assign kids names from nature? Quince, Sesame. We even had a pomegranate in my center.
Huh. I suppose that's true. Never met any with any cool names, though. No tigers or anything.
Yeah, I don't think they do the extinct ones, though.
So, how'd you end up working for Cell?
I'm not sure, really. Kinda drifted in. Most of the kids from my center ended up here. Monroe Center, down by the coast, that is. Where'd you grow up?
Taylor, near the lake. Most of us just ended up on Skanto, unemployed.
I'm sorry to hear that. Personally, I think us city kids should stick together. There are so many of us, we'd be a force to be reckoned with.
So, what's your first name, Mr. Corpseman Quince?
It's Amadi, an Angolan name. Apparently that's where my family came from, but I've been here as long as I can remember. The first names are always from kids' cultural backgrounds. What about Latha? Is that, Indian?
Dunno. Probably. I came with a refugee shipment from the war. You ever feel like exploring your roots?
Not really. I grew up here. Newton is my home.
Yeah, there isn't really much for me in the old country either. Except thousands of kilometers of radioactive hot zone. Thanks for that.
Anytime. Just call if you need anything.
Well, we got tokens.
Tokens. We got some buckasoids to make excellent makeshift screwdrivers.
Mm-hmm. Thin metal discs for getting things from the food machine. The fact that Cell are still using physical currency makes you shudder in revulsion and makes you wonder what other kinds of backwards practices they make use of here. Oh, well, we got food and a metal fork. Oh, food.
Appetizing.
It's a thick brown mash that probably contains the bare minimum of what a human body needs.
I don't know how, but they've made it even worse than my food machine does. A sharp metal eating tool. Better be careful with it.
At least they give you real metal here.
Better not. I might need it. I may not be one...
Try to use it to smash the camera.
Hey, what did you do? I've lost the feed from the camera. Please, Charlie's gonna kill me. Why did you do that?
I like my privacy.
Just don't do anything stupid, okay? Please.
You know, I feel like if he really wanted to, this would be very easy to fix.
Well, he'd have to bring out a ladder, get up from his desk again.
It's broken, but I can't pull it off by hand.
The sheet's made of rubber.
Yeah.
I've given it a handle made of that plastic rubbery sheet. It looks like a fire hazard. It's spitting sparks everywhere.
Okay.
Sounds like a good source of heat.
Mm-hmm.
The table's screwed into the ground. There. The table has been freed.
Yes. Yes! The table is free.
I think it looks better without the screws.
Also, part of me wishes that her falling off the table had the same delivery as Alexander falling off the cliffs.
Ow! Ow! Hey!
I think it looks better with...
Okay, so we've loosed the table base.
Try using the paper on the sparks.
I can't read...
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, I see. Okay.
This kind of sums up my feelings about paperwork. I guess that's sorta safer.
Okay.
It's just going to sit there and boil like that. It needs nutrients. I made that mistake the first time I tried to grow wetware.
Get some more food.
I put some of it in the cup. Let's see if this works. Easy. Nothing stands between me and my trance.
But you know, no fire alarms went off in here.
It's a homegrown lump of techno-organic wetware gel. It's for connecting my brain's wetware to the external systems.
Okay.
Now we can install Sheffy.
Good. So I'm guessing that we have to jack into the camera?
The wetware won't form a connect.
Okay. Yeah, I have no reason to believe that.
Probably going to be the terminal would be my next guess.
Probably. Just wondering what the deal is with moving this table.
I mean, we're going to probably escape through the vent, I would assume.
Okay, yeah, that was what I was going to check next, is if I could pull it further. And I can.
I can't reach.
You got to get on the table, Rick.
I have to do everything for you. It's really bothering me that she's not wearing shoes.
You don't need shoes on the internet.
It's true.
It's like built into the wall. If I wanted to get through, I'd need to cut it out.
Well.
That's not going to help me get through.
All right.
can feel the net on the other side.
Connection to InfoWall.
Ahlan wa salam.
Hi? I'm looking for the internet. Are you tapping the line as well?
Indeed I am, except we appear to be doing it from opposite directions.
You're a hacker.
That sounds so crude.
The sort who prefers to be called an adventurer?
I'm merely a concerned citizen. You can call me Giel.
I'm Mandala. This looks a lot like the kind of place I used to live.
It ought to. It was right above your own. In fact, we're trying to reconstruct the data from moments before the blast.
You know where I live?
We wouldn't be taking our responsibilities seriously if we didn't. We also know that it appears you've been targeted deliberately. These are shots we've been able to recover of the man who planted the bomb.
That's the guy I spoke to.
You know him?
Yeah, he's the cell agent who interviewed me. He left like an hour ago. Why do you think it was me they were aiming for?
We hear things. We're also aware that prior to the blast, you were trapped.
Yeah, someone cut my connection and locked the door.
It would appear that you were being kept in place until the bomb was planted.
They probably could have just done it. I'd have been in trance for hours.
They had to be certain. But now that you've escaped, it appears that your life is still at risk.
Why would a cell agent be trying to kill me?
Often, Central's plots are unclear. This, however, is too direct and destructive for how Cell works.
You think it's personal, then?
In any case, he knows where you are and that you survived.
He's also got me trapped in one place again.
Then it's imperative that we help you to escape. Our agent may be able to help you with that. He is close at hand.
Wait, the guy in the cell with me? Blonde pseudo-leather jacket, got the shakes?
That would be Guy, yes. He's acting as one of our relays within Cell.
You think he can help me get out?
We work within our own specialties, and his is Cell. If anyone were able to furnish a means for you to escape, it would be him.
Looks like a partially built sim.
Indeed, we're using a number of different sources to reconstruct a scene. Cameras, chromatographs, even the charge variances and wiring.
So why are you hooked up to Cell? No offense, but you'd have to be crazy to hack Central.
Fortunately, Central is indisposed. An initial attack appears to have crippled it.
So lots of opportunists are trying their luck while the security's weak.
Precisely. I was assembling this sim at the same time, when you joined it through an outbound port.
Who do you run with? Collective? A nun?
We're a circle of truth seekers and underground journalists. We go by Jahilia.
Never heard of it. What's it mean?
Well, who controls the media today?
Chishiki? They're the biggest.
Exactly. Chishiki, whose name means knowledge. Except in this knowledge, there's nothing but trivia and lies. So where will people find the truth?
On the internet?
No, that's not part of it. Jahilia means ignorance. It's meant to be ironic.
Oh, I see. Even though you are on the internet, trance, that sort of thing, right?
I suppose. Anyhow, that's beside the point.
I'd better disconnect and see if your guy can help me get out.
Bit Tawfiq, I've sent you the location to find us at. I'll be here should you require any further assistance in your escape.
Okay.
Alarming that they could ID Charlie pretty easily.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. This is the one who spoke to me.
You know, I guess it could be excused as Charlie kind of panicking given the blackmailer, but for somebody who's so obsessed with being private and blocking cameras so nobody can see him, he really didn't give a second thought to the fact that he was waltzing into an apartment building with a camera right up here in the corner.
It's true.
No doubt about it. This is the one who spoke to me.
Listen, if your embryo's on the line, you take a lot more risks, okay?
Yeah.
No doubt.
All right, well, that was convenient. No emails.
All right. I guess nobody loves me.
Hello?
Would you like some
Guess he
wetware?
doesn't feel like talking.
Want some wetware?
Got it. I've made a connection with his neural hub.
Huh.
Hi there.
Oh, hey. Make yourself at home. Everyone else seems to in here.
I'm Mandela.
Guy, I'd shake your hand, but, well...
You alright?
Oh yeah, just peachy. Well, I would be if that imposter would go away.
I am not an imposter. I am the real.
Whose name?
How'd you wind up like this?
Well, you know that urban myth about the human resources Trojan?
The one that makes you move to China and join a factory collective?
Turns out, it's not a myth. If I'm correct, Cell have brought me in for treatment.
That's a good thing, right?
Well, duh. I don't want to work in a Han factory.
All glory to the Greater Han Republic.
Shut up!
Jinsel says hi.
Oh, does she? Tell her she owes me double for this one. I lost touch with her hours ago.
She says you know a way out of here?
Well, sure. It's even easier when Central's down. Of course, I'm gonna need something from you.
What's with Pinocchio?
It's a disguise. Normally, by this stage, the Trojan is in control of its host motor functions. It makes a really clumsy mind state echo of the host, then uses it to try to make a convincing flight to Greater Han.
He didn't look like he's in control in meat space.
Peace, bread, and work in the Greater Han Republic.
It's kind of a stalemate at the moment.
He's taken to bombarding you with propaganda instead?
It thinks it can wear me down.
Long life and prosperity to our beloved land of Greater Han.
So, why are you in a cell with a broken Trojan in your head?
I'm acting as a relay for pirated connections into Cell.
That sounds dangerous.
Pays good, though.
Money is the yoke of capitalism.
Thing is, it's been harder and harder to get into Cell HQ.
So you infected yourself with this?
They have to bring in someone with something like this. Even if they can't treat it, they can at least quarantine.
Giving you an ideal spot to relay signals through your neural wiring.
Exactly.
Fine. What is it you want?
I need an edge to help me get rid of the chatterbox. For that, I need epinephrine. See if you can get them to bring any in.
And if they don't?
You look clever. You can probably find a way to make it.
Substance abuse is the curse of the working classes.
Why do you want this stuff?
The people here don't exactly know what they're doing. Cell's treatment might work, or I might walk out of here and straight to Greater Han. The epinephrine will give me enough of a boost to make sure it's me who wins the battle.
We must persevere in the great revolutionary struggle.
Plus, it's the kind of thing that most chemical synthesizers can make.
Wait, like a food machine?
Probably.
Don't go anywhere.
Ha, you're funny.
Do we need the
Jeez,
data?
Talk about low-quality knockoffs made in Han factories.
Just put that in our pocket.
Mm-hmm. A dry, barren wasteland like something out of a war zone. You're not sure if it's based upon a real place or carefully designed to create the right mood.
I have no idea what it means, but it sure looks oppressive. In a sim like this, it's probably read-only.
Is this like created by the Trojan virus, or is this just like his mind state?
I'm guessing it's his mind state.
All glory to the Greater Han Republic.
I'm glad that the greater theme of food machines continues to be crucial in this story.
Everything revolving around Latha is just gonna be related to hacking food machines.
I don't...
The .mol file representing 4.5 beta trihydroxy-N methylphenethylamine, or epinephrine. While there isn't anything you can do with it yourself, there may be another system that is compatible.
Either it's got some pretty tough shielding, or it's too old to be compatible. From the look of it, I'd say the second one.
Okay.
I can't just upload it onto the machine. I can't make a connection with it. I need to get inside it to get to its memory.
Can we just, like, pry it open?
The fork won't fit in the seams around the edges. If I could find something more precise, though.
Like a token? Is there anything else here that we haven't
We
messed
could, like,
with?
pry one of the air vents off, but I don't think we had any options for that.
Well, she said that it's built into the wall.
That's not going to help me get through.
Yeah.
It's, like, built into the wall. If I wanted to get through, I'd need to cut it out. I think it would.
Hi there. How can I help?
Can I speak to you?
Sure. Just a second.
Oh, you moved the table. Why'd you do that?
Sorry about messing up the room.
Charlie's not gonna be happy, but I've seen worse. At least it's not hard to clean, all this concrete.
The guy in the bed? I know what's wrong with him. He's contracted a human resources Trojan.
How would you know this? Have you been trancing with him? Because then we might have to quarantine you as well.
No, I had a friend come down with it.
Okay, then. I can get something to help.
A Roomba.
Unfortunately, I can only try to stabilize him for now. We have to wait for a specialist before we can try anything stronger.
Okay, what were
A
that
utility
thing?
drone. It probably carries things around the building. I may be good, but even I can't breach it quickly enough. That officer would see me. I don't think he'd want that.
Can't cover him with the sheet.
Looks like it's full of medical stuff.
Hey,
we
what
got
are
a
you
scalpel.
doing to that drone?
I was just checking out the hardware. It's quite some gear you guys have.
I've done all I can for the moment. Let me know if he gets any worse, okay?
I want to try something.
Hi there. How can I help?
Can I speak to you?
Sure. Just a second. What? Oh, come on. Look, can you move the table, please?
Okay, I'm satisfied.
Good.
So we have an injector. A hypodermic injector gun. Doesn't look like it's loaded with anything. Probably for the epinephrine. And a scalpel. Stainless steel monomolecular surgeon scalpel. It looks very expensive and brand new.
Wow, this is some really old hardware. It's going to need some upgrading if I want to make it produce anything complex.
Okay, so now we have a memory block.
A standard 1 terabyte memory block. This was apparently the only recipe available to Cell's food machine.
And an optical module.
Looks like they cut costs by only giving the module a tiny lens. I'm going to need to find something bigger in order to produce anything more complex. That doesn't need surgery.
Well, you can try to. Can we wetware the memory module or try to use the recipe on it?
The wetware won't form a connection with it.
It's not compatible with a memory module.
I don't think this... It's not compatible with data like that.
Now it's blue.
Now it's blue.
A standard 1 terabyte memory block. It's the mole file representing epinephrine.
Okay.
So now we just need a lens.
Either it's got some pretty tough shield from the look of it.
Which we can get from the camera.
Quint is not going to like this.
This might be useful. It broke.
Huh. Who killed Hannibal?
I've upgraded the optical component with the camera's superpowered lens.
It's that easy. You just knock them together.
Looks like they cut costs. There. It should be a lot more sensitive with that now. I hope it understands its new orders. Let's see what it can do now.
Well, this police food machine now dispenses drugs in its waiting room.
It didn't sound like the machine enjoyed that. At least it managed to make me a cartridge of epinephrine.
I think we need to inject him in the real world.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Fine.
Here's a data representation of that drug you wanted.
This is what it looks like. Pretty cool, huh?
Bet you would like this.
The cartridge is mounted in the ejector. Now let's see if he holds up his end of the bargain.
Remember, kids, drugs will help you fight Trojan viruses.
I have more friends because I use drugs.
Feeling better?
A whole lot, thanks. I managed to get rid of the knockoff. Give me a few hours, I'll be out of the wall and can help you leave.
I haven't got a few hours. What can you do now?
From here? Not much, but I could give you some options.
I need more than helpful suggestions.
I've got control of one of the utility drones. They use them for moving Kit around the building.
I might be able to escape if I was better equipped.
Atta girl. I've sent you the link to the drone. She'll be in your hub.
Nice.
You sure you're going to be alright?
Yeah, now that Chatty Cathy's out of the way, I'll work on getting myself out of this sim next. You work on leaving Cell, and give Ginsel my regards.
Oh, now we have the security system. Let's see if Ginsel has anything else to say.
Or at least we can deliver those regards.
Yeah.
I've got a question.
Yes.
What's Guy's job then?
He's a good friend of our cause, works as a relay. We keep a connection open to him, and he finds a way to get as physically close as possible to secure systems.
He looks like he could do with your help.
His link was lost several hours ago.
The Trojan psychophage she's infected with.
He has used some risky tactics for getting inside Cell before. While successful, it appears that his work may have overcome him.
You're occupying this terminal's internet port. Mind if I connect to the trans through you?
I'm sorry, that's not possible.
Oh, come on, man. I'll only be a few Gbps. I haven't been on in, like, hours.
I can assure you, the trance won't be going anywhere without you.
Come on, I need to get back in there.
I'm sorry, I have to keep this port open for our data miners. Plus, it may not be safe for you.
They've already got me in here. What's the worst that can happen?
Think it through. If whoever has been targeting you notices you've come back online...
They'd realize I was still alive.
And exactly where you are. I'm sorry, but until we find out exactly who they are and what they want, you're going to have to remain out of the trance.
I really need to check the auction house.
Everyone wants to keep me safe and it just pisses me off.
I reach Yoshiki sometimes. What's wrong with them?
That depends. If you want the banal and the trivial, they're absolutely fine. By having a stranglehold on the world's media industry, they are capable of controlling what the majority of the population are aware of.
Are they lying to us?
No, merely deceiving.
Huh?
What they want people to know, they'll report wholly, truthfully, and factually. This is how they've established their credibility. If they or their allies wish something to be suppressed, they have thousands of hackers on staff to destroy systems that pose a threat.
You're kidding.
Not at all. They lead the world in private sector espionage through a number of subsidiaries. As far as Giel are concerned, the things most worth knowing are those that others wish hidden. That is why we work against Chishiki, to ensure that the world knows the whole truth.
This apartment looks almost exactly like mine. Well, except for all the data artifacts. And it's cleaner.
Not surprising, since it was right above yours.
Are you sure that agent wasn't targeting this apartment?
Unlikely. The occupant was away long-term. Together with trapping you within your apartment and outside of the trance...
Yeah, I thought so. Just hoped it might be someone else they were after. Then I could get back to my trance. Guy's going to help me get out, but what then? I can't exactly go home anymore.
We have much to discuss, and that would be better done on a secure site. There are a number of terminal nodes we use as drop points. One of those will suffice. But remember, do not access the trance on the net until we confirm it's safe.
Thanks.
Off one.
Okay.
I hope that they succeed in taking down Arsenal gear. Well, we sure are a droid.
Oh, can I? I can still look at things. Screens full of medical data. Even if the drone's optics had a high enough resolution for you to read them, you're certain they'd make no sense to you. A flickering blue projection of a skeleton. From what you remember of school, you can tell that some of the bones shouldn't be shaped like that. Door leads back out into this wing of the case specialist's office. Let's see, I'm not seeing... A good thing Guy's breach wasn't into that drone built into the ceiling, otherwise you wouldn't get very far. It's powered down. Apparently the utility drone you inhabit can't communicate with it. According to the drone's readout, it's carrying a cutting laser in its storage compartment. Guy may have found quite a useful drone to hijack, apparently. So is this the only room that we can access? Oh, we're the drone. Oh, we're the Roomba.
Finally.
Good.
Can we talk to the maid?
A synthetic dressed in a skimpy maid's outfit. Are they using synths for undercover work now? The synthetic is offline. The drone can't establish a data connection with it. It'd be the opportunity of a lifetime to go through a cell agent's terminal, all the dirt you could dig up. The drone doesn't seem to have any means of access, unfortunately. Can't reach it from your vantage point on the floor, but that is the waste chute. There are rumors on the net that Central goes through everything people throw out, but it's never bothered you, really. You haven't done anything illegal. Not with physical evidence, at least. You can tell that the drone has this in its storage compartment, but it has no way of using it on its own. Okay. So presumably I have to get this into me? This office is locked.
Time to go to the balcony.
Oh, man. Oh. I'm just a little robot drone. I can't leave the building. I was born here and I'll die here against my will. Another of Central's cameras. You've lost count of how many you've seen in this building.
Quince, let us in.
He doesn't appear to notice your drone. No wonder, there are so many of them roaming cell. Nice. Well, now we can take this laser and cut through the vent and get the hell out of here. Also, I noticed that they moved the table for me. That was nice of them.
You won't sit still long enough to get it open. I can't use it like that. I can't use...
It's gone.
Oh, I can't get back into it.
Would the drone like some epinephrine?
I don't have any left.
I may be good, but even I can't breach it quickly enough. That officer would see me.
What officer?
I can't use
I think it's the same as the other drone that you got
It
the
is.
surgical stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Come on, shoo!
Warning, power contact lost.
Oh.
This might be useful.
Okay.
We did it, team.
Let's get the hell out of cell.
Central can get ventral.
Right you are. Guy, more like bye. Germination. 8 hours later.
Dr. Lau, you have a visitor.
Oh.
Good evening, Dr. Lau.
Hello? And you are...
Surely you recognize him.
Well, Rick, do you?
Oh, Dr. Vargas, you're the Central Operations Coordinator.
Quite so, young lady.
I apologize for the mess, sir. If I'd known we were going to have such important visitors.
That's quite all right, Dr. Lau.
What brings you from the Fulcrum Tower, sir?
A most grave matter, I'm afraid. One I believe you specifically to be most suited to handle.
Shall I, Father?
Please do, Galadea.
Central, I believe the audio EM capture system in this room to be faulty. Please run a deep diagnostic on the system.
Certainly, Miss Vargas. Beginning scan.
We have perhaps 2 minutes until the diagnostic cycle is complete.
Dr. Lau, have you heard of a gentleman by the name of Baxter?
Dr. Adam Baxter, convicted murderer?
And a brilliant engineer in his time.
Yes, I've heard of him. My partner had a history with him. His parole hearing and eventual release really got to Dr. Regis.
Quite so, poor Viksha. I don't think Charlie ever got over it. And unfortunately, it appears that he's taking things into his own hands.
Dr. Lau, when did you last see Dr. Regis?
Last night, before Central went into siege mode. Why? What's happened?
This morning, Dr. Baxter was found dead in his workplace.
Oh, no. Oh, Charlie, no.
I share your concern, Dr. Lau.
Central believes Dr. Regis to be the most likely suspect. He would have known that Central would be unable to provide oversight during the siege.
And he had no shortage of motive, as I'm sure you'd agree.
You're the controller of Central Operations. Why would you need to cut the camera feed with a trick like that?
I apologize, but for the sake of city security...
Yeah, can't tell me. Classified, ultraviolet A, etc.
I'm glad you understand.
I might understand, but I'm not happy about it.
Noted, Dr. Lau.
It just doesn't sound like him, though. He had other outlets, like his garden.
I don't fully agree with Central's assessment either. That is why I'm activating you on this case.
You want me to investigate Baxter's murder with my partner as the prime suspect? Isn't that a pretty serious conflict of interest?
It is within my prerogative to select agents I feel appropriate for casework, if necessary. Using it to aid an old friend, a good man, like Charlie Regis, I think that's worthwhile.
Remember that your primary responsibilities are to the law and to this city.
You have a connection to Regis as well?
Quite so. He worked for me in a research team. as did Baxter in the same project.
And Viksha Regis.
Precisely. We lost half of the team in one fell swoop that day.
I think I've heard enough.
That's good to hear. I'll have Galatea T-mail the case data to you. If I can be of any further help, don't hesitate to drop by my office.
At the top of the Fulcrum Tower, make an appointment beforehand.
Diagnostic cycle of monitoring systems complete. No wetware or firmware anomalies detected. However, please ask Dr. Regis to stop obstructing the land's assembly.
I wish you luck with your work, Dr. Lau. For Regis's sake.
Prediction? Galatea is probably an android.
You think so? You think she's a synth?
Probably just based on the name, allusion to Greek mythology. Sculptor made a statue of a woman that became animated.
Interesting. So, did Dr. Regis kill Adam Baxter?
Probably not.
And is Adam Baxter our George Stobart?
That seems probably likely. Question mark? You're gonna find out in the next session, next chapter, episode.
Well, hopefully we are. Many questions afoot here, but it looks like we're playing as Dr. Lau, so this will be interesting to see where we go from here. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us as always. Remember to save early, remember to save often, and come back for more later. There's going to be another part. There's more Technobabylon. Don't worry. There's more.
Don't worry. This is not a very abrupt, weird ending. There's more.
No, there's definitely more. I'm sure of it. Probably. So yeah, we will save our game. And we will bid you adieu. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.
Take care.